I can't do it, y'all. I can't do this, man. I mean, I can't do it with this team anymore, okay? So, just finished watching the Bills-Patriots game. I'm going to check this stuff on my phone because I'm not going to be pulling up the website while I'm doing it. I don't know. So, we lost 29-25 to the New England Patriots today. It was one of the worst games I've seen the Bills play in a long time. There was one point in this game we were down 22-10. Executed a great comeback attempt. I mean, when you took the lead 25-22, man, I thought the Bills had this game in the bag. And then the first play of the Patriots drive after we scored was a almost 30-yard gain on a catch and run by the halfback Ramondre Stevenson. Come on, man. Now, I mean, the refs picked up a flag for an illegal man downfield, which they should have kept. I mean, David Andrews, the Patriots center, was obviously beyond the play before the ball was thrown. The blame can't just lay on the refs, man. I mean, there are a lot of penalties in this game by both teams, so I can't place the blame for our loss on the refs. We just look completely out of it again, just like against the Jags, just like against the Giants last week, and now today. And this is the third straight game this is happening. You can't blame that on jet lag when you're playing on the East Coast in New England, a place you play once a year, every single year. Most of the guys on this team have played there. So you can't blame it on jet lag. Josh Allen, I mean, again, another slow start. Let me pull up the stats here. I'm just going to go to, I guess, to NFL.com and see if they have the stats up there. Sometimes it takes them a while to get it. But Josh Allen, another late start from him. Although, once again, you can't place the blame on him. Just like a couple years ago in Tampa. Just like a couple years ago in Kansas City. You can't place the blame on Josh Allen for the loss. You can't place full blame on Allen on the loss. Yes. He did throw a pick on the first pass of the game. That's true. But he had a pretty good rest of the game. I mean, wasn't awful the rest of the way. Let's see if I can pull up the stats here. 1 second. So, yeah, Josh Allen, 27-41, 265 yards, again, below average. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Only took 1 sack, and he got his passer rating, which was at 48 at halftime, up to 90, which means that man was dominating. He was balling out again in the second half, like he always does. Again, I'm going to say it again. This man is the only man on this team that wants to win. Dawson Knox had another big drop, okay? They need to get that man off the team. I don't want to see Dawson Knox. I don't want to see 88 on the team anymore, man, because the way he plays is costing us games. Last week, that drop against New York almost lost us the game if the defense had made a stand and maybe gotten a little help from the refs. I mean, if you're a Giants fan, you can cry about it. I don't know what the defense was doing on the last possession of the game here, though. Fell asleep on 3rd and 8. We tackled Ramondre Stevenson for a 5-yard loss. 3rd and 8. AJ Vanessa comes around the edge. He's trying to get to Mac Jones. They let Mac Jones step up and complete a 14-yard pass to Hunter Henry, who hasn't done a dang thing this season. They handed off play calling duties on defense. Sean McDermott this season got Leslie Frazier up and out of there because of what the defense that he called last year against Miami and against Cincinnati in the playoffs. But man, looking back on those games, can you really blame Leslie Frazier 100%? To be honest, no pressure on those last couple plays down by the goal line, all right? Why wasn't the defense selling out? Why wasn't it? We know Mac Jones is not a great quarterback. We know if you add pressure to his packages, add pressure to the mix, when he's back there about to throw the ball, he gets happy feet. He's unsettled. So why on those last 2 plays was there no pressure from the D-line and maybe even a linebacker blitz and leave the corners with safety help over the top? You can go a 0 blitz there when the game is on the line. You can call a 0 blitz. It's the complete opposite situation of what happened in 13 seconds. This team is going to give me an aneurysm or something this season, y'all. Just that. Hopefully they don't. Knock on wood a little bit, you know what I mean? But dang, you can't be losing games to teams that are one-win teams. You can't be playing down the competition every single week. Short week coming up. The Buccaneers on Thursday night, back in Orchard Park. I want to see the Bills blow the Bucs up by like 30 points. At least. Drop 50 or 60 on them, on their heads. and get a little bit of respect back, because right now we're 4-3. When the Jets own the tiebreaker over us, so if the Jets win, I think the Jets are off this week. I'm not sure. I have to check. But if the Jets win and we have the same record, the Jets are above us in the AFC East. Now, of course, today we're all going to be Eagles fans, praying that the Eagles can meet the Dolphins on Sunday night, but keep us one game back in the division lead. But I don't know, y'all. I mean, the Buffalo Bills are going through a real rough patch this year, man. I mean, I don't know what they got to do to fix it, how to get out of it. Because, what? I mean, fire Ken Dorsey? I mean, the offenses look good at the end of the games. It's hard to say Ken Dorsey alone is the problem. Hire a different defensive coordinator, take the defensive calls away from Sean McDermott. I mean, 95% of the games, the defense is still on an elite level, still making plays when they need to. So I don't really know where the fix is. It's like we really need the bye week to come fast, but our bye week's not for a while. So I say just go home next week on Thursday night, beat Tampa, and then have a long week off. You know, it'll be 10 days for your next game at that point. So, I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, now we're a game back of the Jags who already beat us, so basically a game and a half. We're still a full game back of the Dolphins in our own standings. The Ravens won today, so we're a game back of them. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a tough road. But, I mean, the season's not over. Still got more than half of the season to go. Anything can happen. Just got to hit a stride. Would have been nice to get back into, to pick up the win today and get 2 straight wins. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. That doesn't mean the season's over. It doesn't mean the season's lost. Just got to get it back next week on Thursday night. Thank you all for tuning in. This is the Bills Patriots review. I've been Slim Paco. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Go Bills. Later.